All right. Everything up and clicking here. Welcome to my stream, everybody. We're doing a couple of little checks here. Be streaming this 1 o'clock battle in week 4 between the 2-1 Pittsburgh Steelers, who are atop the AFC North for the time being, along with Baltimore and Cleveland, who are playing each other today at the same time. And they face a 1-2 Houston Texans team coming off a big upset win on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars last week. And they look to pull off another upset here against the Steelers at home to even their mark at 2-2 and stay at pace for the AFC South. Right now, Jacksonville's 2-2 with their 20. Let me actually update that. Have to do my usual thing where I have to keep a close eye on my stream here. Yeah, I think we're okay. Anyway, here at Jacksonville, just played in London today against the Atlanta Falcons, and they came up victorious with a 23-7 mark. Jacksonville's defense looks like I didn't catch that game, but it looks like Jacksonville's defense there played pretty stout, played much better than what they did last week against said Houston. Jacksonville's now 2-2. Atlanta falls to 2-2, and it looks like here, and as a result, Tampa and New Orleans' game, which both teams are 2-1, winner is up top, the NFC South at the quarter mark. And I predicted Tampa was going to win, and I still feel that way, even though Derek Carr is not going to start. It looks like Jameis Winston's going to get the nod. Baltimore, Cleveland. Cleveland's not going to have Deshaun Watson. That's a big hit. That's a big hit for Cleveland. Cleveland's defense is still playing outstanding here. I still feel like it's going to be a low-scoring, close game. Lamar Jackson has injuries all around him. Cleveland doesn't have Deshaun, but Baltimore's like missing half of their roster to injury. We got one tank ball here, Minnesota, Carolina, currently sitting at third, and Minnesota third, Carolina fourth. Actually, Chicago owns that pick. Colts and Rams. Colts seeing the Jaguars win here. The Colts are now a little under pressure to go 3-1 and stay atop the South there. Cincinnati, Tennessee. Will the real offense stand up as far as these two teams are concerned? Because, Jesus, hardly been an offense here between either of these teams. I mean, Tennessee, put up 24 on the Chargers, but it's the Chargers. Philly and Washington. I think Philly's going to run away with that one. Philly's just too good. Washington, Washington's 2-1, but they still need to find their own feet, not just with the new ownership. Sam Howell has some work to do. Let's just say that. This game here, Miami and Buffalo. I'm covering the Steelers Texans game, but if that was like on at 4 o'clock or later, that's definitely gonna be one to watch there, because we could be seeing this again in mid to late January. Dolphins at Bills. Dolphins put up 70 on Denver. Woof. Buffalo the last 2 weeks, defensively and offensively, looks like they're hitting on cylinders, even though Von Miller's not back for Buffalo yet. But this is going to be a test for both ends. I wouldn't be shocked if this was a close 27-24 type game, because both teams are so good on both sides. I did predict 38-35 with Miami and Buffalo, because both offenses, they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to hold down forever. Last 1 o'clock game, the Super Tank Ball, Denver and Chicago. Oh, good Lord! I want a tie out of these two, just for the memes, because the way both teams, these are the two worst teams in the league. I'm sorry. Yeah, Carolina's on 3, but these are the two worst teams. For Chicago, on and off the field. For Denver, so far it's just on field. Off field, I don't even know if there is issues off field with them. Right, a couple of 1 and 2 teams in the AFC West, Raiders and Chargers. I think Chargers are going to win. I don't think they can Charger this one with Raiders not having Jimmy Garoppolo. Aiden O'Connell will get his first career start, the rookie from Purdue, I believe. San Francisco and Arizona. Arizona back to tank mode. Arizona's played well the first 3 weeks, but I don't think you have anything for San Fran. San Fran's going to score another 30 on them. Dallas and New England. New England, you need Dallas to commit a lot of penalties because I think Dallas just has too many. Even though New England's defense looks pretty decent, but they don't have a good enough offense to keep pace with Dallas. So Sunday night was, well, a lot of people were expecting Sunday night to be Mahomes versus Rodgers for the first time. And so far, we're 0 for 3 on trying to get that matchup. Kansas City should run away with that one like a 34-7 like I predicted. Because Jets aren't going anywhere with Zach Wilson. Monday night, Seattle at the Giants. I expect that to be very sloppy. Because most Monday night and primetime games have been exactly that, sloppy. If you don't believe me, look at the Bengals and Rams last week. That was definition sloppy. But I see Seattle winning like a 20-10 score. But anyway, back to the Steelers in Houston. Steelers coming off a tough road win against the Raiders. Had trouble covering Devontae Adams all night. He was basically the Raiders' only offense, but he was very stout. We were able to keep Josh Jacobs in check. That was good news. Hopefully, as far as what the Texans are concerned, we can keep Dameon Pierce in check. The second-year man out of Florida. CJ Stroud obviously is the main focus for as far as the Steelers defense is concerned. Houston hurting really bad on the left side of the ball, which I believe that's T.J. Watt's lined up on the right side. So Alex Highsmith, I don't want to say it should be an easy day for him, but I expect Alex Highsmith to get some pressures on C.J. Stroud and also T.J. Watt, of course. But with the left side being as banged up as it is on the offensive line for Houston, I expect Highsmith to produce some hurries, some hits, and maybe 1 or 2 sacks. Or a forced fumble. Knock on wood. Secondary can definitely get better. Again, we had a tough time covering C.J. Stroud. I'm sure that Devontae Adams last week, excuse me. I'm sure C.J. Stroud is going to want to get Nico Collins and Tank Dell. They're his 2 young receivers. I'm sure he wants to get those guys going, especially with the night Adams had last week. I'm sure he has some confidence to get, especially Tank Dell. Tank Dell's pretty good. The rookie out of Houston, that is. Robert Woods, they have a veteran wide receiver, Robert Woods. Here from USC. He's in his 11th year. Dalton Schultz, their tight end that they required from the Dallas Cowboys. Showing Tomlin's stats, he's 23-4 versus rookie QBs. And then I showed D'Amico Ryans. When I heard Houston got D'Amico Ryans here, I was optimistic about Houston because I felt they hired a really good coach. He was outstanding for San Fran, their defense, or as their defensive coordinator. So to hear Houston hired D'Amico Ryans, I feel like, well, first off, they need to give D'Amico Ryans some time instead of doing this 1-year BS like they did with Lovie Smith, and I can't remember the other guy. I apologize. I can't remember the other head coach from 2021 that they hired for only a year and then they dumped. For Houston to be long-term success, they need to give D'Amico Ryans at least 3 years, and to give CJ Stroud at least 3 years. I like what they did in the draft. They drafted 2. They got CJ Stroud. Then they traded with Arizona to get the number 3 spot to go get edge rusher Will Anderson, who's probably was the best defensive prospect in that said draft. And again, they went and got Tank Dell on day 2. I felt like they had a very good draft, and if they can if it's done right, Houston could be a team to talk about. As the kickoff is away, Houston takes it 3 yards in for their own end zone. He takes it out to the 20, to the 25, down to the 30. He powers his way through to the 31-yard line. Couldn't tell who that was. That was 26 for Houston. Here, but a very good return. Takes it 34 yards out. And Houston will start at their own 31-yard line. It's a reasonable field position for CJ Stroud. We'll move that there since Houston does have the ball first. CJ Understetter, here he throws it across the middle. The pass is batted away. I believe that was it. Here, that was Levi Wallace there on the coverage. And I believe that was Nico Collins he was intended that one for. Showing the starting lineup. But again, the rookie got a rookie left tackle. He was their third option on Austin DeCullis. CJ again under center, I formation. On 2nd and 10 for the 31. A pitch out to Dameon Pierce to the right. Pierce is going to get to the 35, to the 40. He's got a first down to the 45. He runs out of bounds at the 45 for a 14-yard gain. So right on the first carry here, Dameon Pierce gets a 14-yard gain. Some very good blocking up front by fullback Austin Peck. Couple of missed tackles there, too. So it's 1st and 10 at their own 44. They marked it. And another hand up to Pierce. He's going to run left. And this time he's going to be tackled for about and that is DeMarvin Leal on a tackle. And he's going to get about maybe 2 yards. Second down and 8 from their 46, from their own 46. Houston, CJ in shotgun on by himself. Takes the snap. Little drop. He's going to scramble to his left. He's going to run to the 50 to the 45 for a first down. He needed 8 yards. He ran to his left. He needed 8 yards. He got 9. Couldn't find anything in coverage, so he decided to run it himself, and he had enough open space to get the necessary yards for a first down. Now they enter Steelers territory. Offensive line, oof. Yeah, Kenyon Green, the guy they got from 2021. He's out for the year. Approaching 13 minutes left here. Shotgun, sidecar left. And they hand it to Pierce up the middle, and Pierce is going to fight his way forward for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. I'm going to give him 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 inside the Steelers 40. Second down 6. Again, shotgun left, sidecar left. Throws a quick screen to Pierce. Pierce has caught it at the 35. He gets to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. He's still on his feet to the 15. He is finally tackled by Fitzpatrick. Inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. So a well-designed screenplay. Here is some great blocking up front. Dameon Pierce with about a 26-yard gain on that catch. And so far, Houston's strategy is to give Dameon Pierce the rock and see what he can do. And so far, Pierce has done swell. And they hit this Pierce again here on 1st and 10. It's at the 12-yard line. And he's going to run to his left, and he's going to be tackled for maybe a yard. So far, Houston's offense here is off and running. See if they can punch it in for the last 11 yards and a touchdown. Here's their season red zone. 11 possessions, only 3 touchdowns, 7 field goals. And that's dead last in the league. 27% of their red zone appearances have resulted in touchdowns. They look to change that here. 8th play of the drive. They've gone for 58, and we've got a quick whistle here. And Houston calls their first timeout. With 11:07 to go here in the opening frame. Taking a quick look here. And the Buffalo Bills on the board first. And they're off and running. They're up 7-0 already. And again, that's going to be a fun game. That should be fun. Okay, back from a quick commercial break. 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 11-yard line. Shotgun sidecar right. And they give it to Tank Dell here on a jet sweep. He's going to round the corner. He's going to get, I would say, about 7 yards there. He's going to be just shy. First down, it's going to bring up 3rd and about, give it a 1 or 2. Some reasonable blocking up front here. They're double teaming TJ Watt. Schultz was in there on the block. Now they're going to say he only got about 6. He only got about 5, so it's going to be, 6. It's going to be 3rd and 3 from the Steelers' 5-yard line. So pretty pivotal 3rd down here. I know it's early, but shotgun alone and shotgun here. Drops. He looks. He's going to scramble. He's going to run it himself. He's going to get down to the 1. He's stretching. Did he get in? It looks like he did. Touchdown, Texans. They're obviously going to look at it. And are they saying touchdown? No signal. They're not calling anything yet. Now they're saying it. Yep. Obviously, this is going to be looked at. I think live he might have been short by half a yard. He did get enough for the first down. I need another look at that. Let's see. That's close. He might have just eked that in there. He was extending as the knee was coming down, so I think this is probably gonna stand as a touchdown. So CJ Stroud, that's his first career rushing touchdown, and the Texans are off to a fabulous start, a 9-play drive for 69 nice yards. Took 4.5 minutes. And they set out for the extra point. I don't know what the delay's all about. Oh, they're reviewing it, of course. I forgot. No, are they going to take us back? Send CJ back out there. I mean, it's close, but I don't know if it's really enough to really overturn that. Because again, all that the ball has to do is touch the chalk. And he was extending that, was getting a good extension before the knee came down. And I think this is going to be one of those ones where it's like it's going to be too tough to tell, and they're just going to just leave it as is. Now a commercial break here. I mean, again, you want to get the call right, but sometimes you just got to leave it as is, because even if they overturn it, it's gonna be first and goal at the 1, and I imagine they're just gonna say, okay, we'll just give it to Dameon Pierce and he'll score from there. Rams have scored. They're up 7-0. Washington's up 7-0. Carolina up 7-0. So it looks like a lot of teams getting touchdowns on their first drive. And it looks like, they overturned it. Huh. Surprised. I thought it was too close to they would just leave it alone. Yeah, it's first and goal at the 1. They needed the 2-yard line for a first down, so they got that going for them. Cincinnati got a field goal. They're up 3-0. So it's first and goal from the half-yard line. I imagine they're even going to get it to Pierce or Stroud's just going to sneak it. And he does sneak it, and there's a flag down. That's a legal shift. Stroud didn't get it for a score, but they call it a false start. So that's big. Now the overturn call is getting a little bigger. Kendrick Green, the guy we traded for, we traded him to Houston, and he's the one that got called for a false start. So now first and goal from the 6. That changes a couple things there. Stroud under center. Pierce in the backfield. And he fakes the here, and he's going to instead throw the screen to Pierce, and Pierce is going to go in for a touchdown. Fake the handoff to Pierce, and instead they throw the screen to Pierce. Now there's a flag down. Is this going to be... Now, what's the laundry about? An ineligible man downfield. Oh, my goodness. 3 touchdowns in a row that's been taken away from Houston. 1 by review and 2 by penalties. Was it Kendrick Green again? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Kendrick Green was almost all the way to the end zone by the time he caught that ball. Oh, no, that's Shaq Mason. Oh, wait, excuse me, that's Shaq Mason. That wasn't Kendrick Green. That was Shaq Mason. Oh, they called Mason for the previous penalty. So that's a second straight penalty on Shaq Mason. So now 1st and goal, it was at the foot line. Now it's at the 10. Stroud under center. I imagine they might go to that screen again because it worked. Instead, they hand off to Pierce, and Pierce is going to get met at the line of scrimmage by TJ Watt for he got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 10. Denver's up 7-0. Miami's tied it at 7. And oh wow, Carolina's touchdown was a pick 6 from the other end zone. Dang, went coast to coast. Washed it up 7-0. This would be huge for the Steelers if they held this to a field goal. 9:26 to go, 2nd and goal from the 11. Fakes the handoff to Pierce. He's going to look to the left side of the end zone. He's going to be here. He was looking for Jordan, number 9, but there's a flag down, and I imagine that's going to be illegal contact or holding on the Steelers, and it'll be 1st and goal. No, they're calling pass interference. It was right at the end zone, too. And then it's called on Minkah Fitzpatrick. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, okay, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, handoff to Pierce. And Pierce is going to be just tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Steelers trying to hold this down to a field goal if they can. And it looks like the Houston's going to run a hurry up on this. Shotgun, sidecar left. Fake the Pierce to this side, but this one is going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. That is Nico Collins. Went to the middle, and Nico is there. And this time it will count. Nico Collins looks like he beat Levi Wallace. He just ran a little slant pattern, and Nico had that one all day. Okay, now I can change the score, and the extra point is up and good. So CJ Stroud picking up where he left off in Jacksonville. Having a strong start here, leading a 12-play drive. They've scored 4 times, but only one of them counted. So 8:55 to go here in the opening frame. Houston here takes their opening drive for 7. And the Steelers will get the ball for the first time here to start here with a 7-0 gap. So far, it looks like here, as far as the Steelers' defense here, they've gotten burned on a couple. Here, the plays that have hurt them the most has been those screen plays that they ran. Here that they ran to Dameon Pierce, especially that one for about a 26-yard catch that took him inside the red zone. And other plays that here was CJ Stroud making something out of nothing. I think Stroud's run for at least a couple of first downs in that opening drive. So far, Stroud's been pretty smart with the ball. You get to see what We'll have to see what the Steelers can do to answer that. And if the answer to that is the traditional 3-and-out that they usually do in the first couple of drives in the first quarter, they have to go grab that Fireball whiskey that's in our freezer. Kickoff is away, and they return it from 1 yard deep in their own end zone. He gets to the 15 here. I believe that was McFarland, and he didn't even get back to the 20. He got tackled at the 18-yard line. As we'll see Kenny Pickett for the first time today. Kenny had some reasonable numbers, 16 of 28 last week, 235, and 2 scores. First and 10 from their own 18. Kenny and shotgun with a sidecar right, and he hands it off to Najee Harris on a draw up the middle. He'll get to about the 22-yard line for about a 3-yard gain. Actually, the ball was previously spotted at the 19. One of the bigger questions about the Steelers' offense has been number 22, Najee Harris. Hasn't had a really ideal year so far. It looks like they've been splitting carries between him and Jalen Warren. Kenny on a pistol this time with Najee in the back. Scrambles to his right. He fires the passes over the head of Pat Freiermuth. And already it's 3rd and 7. Even if Freiermuth caught that, he was only going to get about 2 yards. As far as Houston's defense, pretty much the main guy to keep an eye on is number 51, Will Anderson Jr. Third and 7 for their own 22. Kenny in shotgun, sidecar left. Takes the snap. He looks right. Now he scrambles to his left. He looks. He's going to scramble. He's going to try to run for a first down. And he's going to fight his way. He's got it. He needed 7. He got exactly 7. He had his helmet ripped off in the process. It looked like he wanted to throw the screen to Najee, but instead he took it himself. Oh, Derek Carr is playing. I thought Carr was inactive. That's neither here nor there. I thought Winston was getting the start, but yeah, whatever. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. Kenny under center this time. Najee in the back. And they give it to Najee. Najee's going to run left, and he's going to get, probably about 4 yards to about the, to the 34 for a 4-yard gain. They're showing highlights from the Baltimore game, and Baltimore has taken a 7-0 lead. Off a 10-yard rushing touchdown by none other than Lamar Jackson. Tennessee and Cincinnati are tied at 3. 2nd and 6. Jet sweep to Austin. Austin's going to turn left, and he's going to get to he's going to be a yard shy of a first down. He needed 6 to get about 5-ish. Oh, Canada, you and your jet sweeps. Yeah, speaking of, they're showing right as I talk about them. Rams up 14-0. A hot start for them. 3rd and 1. Kenny under center. Najee in the back. And Kenny's just going to plow forward for the first down. He needed to get to the 40, and that's where he ended up. Philly is tied at 7 on the DeAndre Swift rushing touchdown. So two first downs that Kenny is here off Kenny Pickett's feet instead of his arm. But we'll take it however we can get them. 5:50 to go in the opening frame. Looks like Kenny again under center, and again Najee in the back. This time they fake it, and he got met. Holy Joe, that is 55 Hughes for Houston. Came in untouched, and Kenny had no chance. Instead of Freiermuth blocking him, they tried to bootleg. He lost 8 yards on that sack. So they're all the way back at their own 32. They need the 50. They need exactly midfield for a first down. Kenny shotgun, sidecar right, looks left. He's going to fire deep down the field, and the pass is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Steven Nelson. He's going to get past the midfield. He's going to be tackled about the 45-yard line of the Steelers. And a flag is down in the process, and it was probably it was holding on the Steelers, so that's not even going to matter. So Kenny fires one deep downfield, and Steven Nelson ended up with it. He was intended for Calvin Austin. .446 to go in the opening frame. There's a 50-50 ball, and Nelson beat him. Obviously, they read film about. They watched that film last week. Apparently, there's personal foul calls on both teams. But those, well, since it's on both, they don't matter. Nonetheless, Houston on defense, they obviously watched that touchdown pass that Kenny threw to Calvin Austin last week, and and Steven Nelson, the ninth-year man out of Oregon State, with the interception. Oh, boy. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. Freiermuth isn't exactly a blocking tight end. He's more of a pass catcher. But, man, you let Hughes go and bull rush Kenny Pickett basically untouched. And they tried Calvin Austin again deep, and this time Houston burned them. I mean, I did underline this as a trap game for the Steelers, but then again, I'm like, is Houston really that do so good if he was given enough time? That Houston was not going to be the pushover they were a year ago. And so far in this first quarter, maybe they should have been one considered the favorite going in. First and 10, that's the fourth pick Kenny's thrown this year. First and 10, Stroud from the Steelers 45. Sidecar left. Takes the snap and a pitch to Pierce. Pierce is going to run left. He's going to get to the 40, to the 4. He's going to get to about the, runs out of bounds at about the 38 for a 7-yard gain. So far, Kenny 0 for 2 and an interception. Second down 2, hand off to Pierce. Pierce runs right. He's going to get the first down. He needed 2. He got 4. It'll be first down at the Steelers 33. So just like the first drive here, they're going to get Houston wants Dameon Pierce to be active, and he's been active. Set 3:45 to go in the first. Stroud under center with Pierce in the back. They fake the Pierce. He's going to bootleg left. Stroud looks, he looks, and he's just going to throw that one to the popcorn vendor. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 33. And and Chicago's tied it up. Oh my God, they remember that they have DJ Moore. DJ Moore with the 29-yard touchdown. A lot of motioning going on from Tank Dell here, and they're going to give it to Tank Dell with a sweep to the left. He's going to do the 30. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So they cut the yardage in half. It's now 3rd and 5. Oh no, they gave him 7. Excuse me. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the 26-yard line. Excuse me. They need the Steelers 24 for a first down, 3rd and 3. Stroud alone in shotgun. Looks to his right, fires a pass. The pass is caught for a first down at the 22-yard line. And that is Robert Woods, the 11th-year veteran out of USC. Stroud so far is 3 for 5 for 34 in the score. 1st and 10 from the Steelers 22. Takes the handoff here. Stroud's going to look right. He's going to fire into the back. Oh, and it's almost intercepted by Levi Wallace. Threw that one short, and it was a good thing he threw it short. Pressure was getting there finally. That one was intended for. That one looked like it was intended for Woods again, and it was luckily for Stroud that he pulled the string on that one. Otherwise, it would have been picked. 2nd and 10 from the 22, under center this time, and they're going to give it to Pierce. Pierce is up the middle. And he's going to get to the 18-yard line for about a 4-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd and 6. And the Bills take a 14-7 lead. Cook gets in on a 1-yard score. New Orleans is up 3-0. Third and 6 from the Steelers 18. Need the 12 for a first. He's going to fire to the end zone. The pass is going to be incomplete. It was intended for Robert Woods. It was well covered by Wallace. So that'll make it 4th down and 6, and that'll bring on the field goal unit for Fairbaith, making it about a 35-yard attempt. As again, the pressure was getting there a little bit. Highsmith almost got the sack. He did get the hit. Levi Wallace with solid coverage there. Fairbairn. I don't know how to say his name. So, but from right down the middle hash, 36 yards up, kick is up, and it stays in the middle, and that extends the Houston Texans lead with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Houston puts 3 points on the board off the Steven Nelson interception. So far, a very poor start. Steelers did. I mean, the Steelers' defense had a rough one on that one because they had to start that drive already in Steelers territory. So the fact that drive only resulted in a field goal here was a win for them. But still, Steelers now face a 10-point deficit. I think it's very. This next Steeler drive, I think, has to come up with points. I mean, I know it's only their second drive, but you're already down 10 points. You need to get something going here. You need to establish something. If it means getting Najee Harris the ball and getting him going, or getting Jalen Warren the ball, getting him going. You haven't targeted George Pickens. I know it's only the second drive of the game. But so far, Houston's kicking our ass. So, can he be an 0-2 in that drive? And yeah, we got 2 first downs off his feet. And good God, the Thursday game next Thursday is Chicago and Washington. Steve Bezos, what have you been smoking? What are you putting that game up? Oh, I'm sorry, but what the hell? What are you putting Washington, Chicago in prime time for? That's a game you should be putting on Wednesday night at 3 a.m. Good God. They did this last year, too. I don't know why you thought it would be a good idea to do it this year. Jesus. Kickoff is away. And it's a touchback, I think. Yeah, it's a touchback. I'm sorry. I'm just lost. It's... Oh, my God. No one's going to watch that game. I don't think even Bears fans want to watch that game. Oh, man. That's one of those. Good night, everybody. That's it for me. Jesus. 1st and 10. Kenny on a pistol. He's going to fire to his right. The pass is caught. I believe that's George Pickens. And Pickens actually lost the ball, but it trickled out of bounds, but he only got about 3 yards on that catch anyway. So it'll be 2nd and 7. The ball was loose, but no one recovered it, so it ran out of, and it trickled, like I said, it trickled out of bounds. Now Kenny under center this time for 2nd and 7. Naj in the backfield. And they give the Naj. He runs into his own guy, and he's going to lose about 4 yards. Penetration was there. It was hit here in the tackle made by rookie Henry Tuotu. Linebacker out of Alabama, making his first start of his career. So now it's going to be third and about, I would say, 11. He didn't even get back to the 25. But they gave him progress so it'll be third and 10. Kenny shotgun. He looks left. He's under pressure. He somehow gets it away. He finds Jalen Warren, but Warren's not even going to. He's only going to get 2 yards, and it's going to be 4th and 8. Kenny had got rid of that one out of desperation. Obviously, that wasn't his first read, and that will bring an end to the first quarter, and it's been all Houston. And Houston's going to get the ball to start the second quarter. Houston, 2 drives, 10 points. Steelers, 2 drives, an interception, and a 3 and out. I should go get the whiskey. Oh, brother. So a terrible first quarter for the Steelers. It was about as bad as what San Fran was, really. I mean, San Fran was doing a lot of stuff at will to us in that first quarter. Well, not entire game, really. I mean, our first 2 drives have been an interception and a 3 and out. I mean, Houston is wearing red, so maybe they're trying to look like San Fran. So far, they kind of are. Their running back, Dameon Pierce, has had a very solid day so far. And CJ Stroud's just been smart. He's only thrown for 34, but he's been smart with it. We haven't had a play in opposing territory. They've had 17. Oh, man. Presley Harvin about to punt this one away. Oh, that's not Harvin. Huh. And it's muffed, but no, he fell back on top of it. Tank Dell was there trying to he was probably waiting for a fair catch. He muffed it, but he was able to hop right back on it, and Chicago's now up 14-7. Cole Kmet with a touchdown. 7-3 Baltimore over Cleveland. Thompson Robinson making his first career start as the handoff to Pierce up the middle on 1st and 10 from the 32. Gets about 2 yards, and that's it. And right as we predicted, Miami and Buffalo being a shootout, 14-14 as Chan, the rookie running back that Miami got on day 2. Chan got a second touchdown of the day. Carolina up 10-7. Shotgun, Stroud up the middle. Pass is caught. That is Dalton Schultz to the 40, inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. Oh, boy. Quick hand up to Pierce up the middle. Pierce to the 30. Still up to the 25 and another first down. Needed 10, got 11. Ay. We can't stop this offense, can we? I mean, what in the world? They've already had 5 plays of 10-plus yards. And I think 4 of them have been from Dameon Pierce. And speaking of Pierce, he gets the handoff up the middle. And on I formation, he's going to fight his way forward to about the 20-yard line for a 4-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd and 6. Miami looking for their first 4-0 start since 1995. And that's Shule and Marino's days. 2nd down and 5 for the 20. They need the Steelers 15-yard line for a first. Bootleg right. He's going to throw. The pass is going to be low, and he couldn't quite find his man. That was intended for number 8. Can't tell who that is. That is for, Mechie the second. Oh, John Mechie. Oh, he was the guy who had that who was battling the sickness right as he got drafted. It was good to see him. Oh, good to see him out there. I think he was battling the same sickness that James Conner was battling. Third and 5. Shotguns alone. Looks to his left, fires, passes. It's going to be a little bit behind Robert Woods, and it's going to be 4th down. Sorry to check and make sure my stream didn't go out. Had a banana bunch to the left there, and he went for Robert Woods, but the pass was a little behind. Woods still could have gotten that, but he couldn't reel it in. And that'll bring out the field goal unit for Fairbairn. I'm bad with names. From the right hash, will be 38 yards out. Snap, hold. It's up, and it is right down Broadway. And so 3 drives for the Texans have all resulted in points. The big play was that pass down the middle right to Dalton Schultz. That got him inside the 40, and then Dameon Pierce got another first down. And the Steelers are going to need to have an answer here real soon. Because their defense can't do it every game. And right now, the defense has hardly been existent. I mean, yeah, they managed to go only 1 for 3 in the red zone, which has been Houston's problem all year. But it's not a problem if the other opposing team doesn't score. I mean, a little bit of a bend but don't break so far from the defense in their last 2 drives, but this past drive there where they allowed that big play to Schultz, and they still haven't really stopped Dameon Pierce. That's going to be a problem, and that's been a problem for the Steelers, is stopping the run game. I mean, the fact that Nick Chubb went out in that Monday night game, Chubb was running all over us before he got hurt. He was getting 6 per touch on us, so I find it a little hard to imagine that we were going to win that game if Nick Chubb stayed in that game and he ran for a $150, which he was at pace for. And we saw what Christian McCaffrey did to us on opening day. Out of town scores, Buffalo, Miami, 14-14. Chicago's up on Denver, 14-7. Baltimore's up 7-3 on Cleveland. Cincy and Tennessee remain tied at 3. Rams are up 17-0 on Indianapolis. Apparently Anthony Richardson was cleared to play this one. I thought Minshew was going to play. That's why I predicted Colts were going to win. I might have still picked Colts even if Anthony Richardson did play because he was playing good until he got hurt. New Orleans up 3-0 on Tampa. Washington 14-7 on Philly. A little bit of a surprise. Kickoff is away. And it is returnable by McFarland. He gets to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 20. I think that was McFarland. No, that was King, number 25. Real quick, 10-7, still Carolina on Minnesota. And so far, we've only gotten 15 yards of offense. I mean, we did try a deep ball, but in that first drive that resulted in a pick, it was the same play that Calvin scored last week against the Raiders. Houston wasn't buying that one, though. 12:05 to go in the second. Kenny looks, he's going to fire a quick screen, and that's to Freiermuth, and he lost 5 yards. And Houston wasn't buying that either. That was 92 Horton on the tackle. It looked like Freiermuth wanted Horton to go right by him and pressure Kenny. So Freiermuth had a clear lane, but Horton wasn't buying it. Third play of negative yardage. And we lost actually 6 yards on that play. 2nd and 16 from their own 15. Kenny shotgun fires to his right. Pass is caught by Allen Robinson. He got back to the Atlanta script, but actually got a little more than that. He got half of the yardage. He got 8 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. Oh, man, can we get at least a first down and maybe get something positive going? Third and 8 from their own 22. They need the 31 for the first. Kenny's shotgun. He looks to his right. He's going to fire. The pass is going to be tipped and incomplete. Almost. And that was dangerously close to being picked off again. But that's Shaq Griffin, who was there on the coverage. Was intended for George Pickens, and it looks like, yeah, he timed that well. Could have been a late hit there on hit here by Christian Harris, or hit on the defenseless guy, but that would have been a bit of a ticky-tack, and it would be another 3 and out. The punt is away. And it just takes a bounce. It's got to bounce out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's where Houston will start at their own 32. I didn't even change the football, and there was no need to. 10:37 to go in the second, and the score remains Houston 13, Steelers 0. I mean, geez. Steelers offense is like this progressive. It's like this progression commercial that I'm seeing. Taking the car to a wash and you left the sunroof open. And then going back to what I said, I'm like, hear about this potentially being a trap game. I'm like, is it really though? People have been asking me, it's like, is it really considered a trap game considering how Houston looked last week? Which is a fair question. You won by 20 on the road against a divisional opponent. That's not a freak. That's usually does not happen. And Houston has had Jacksonville's number as of late. Even with, no matter what core they had, Houston's had Jacksonville's number. Damn congestion. Buffalo took the lead 21-14. I don't know if I already said that. Keep looking down at the other scores. See what's going on, especially with Baltimore and Cleveland. Maybe tie with one of them for better or for worse. Showing John Mechie, who was battling cancer at one point, or just a year ago, he was battling cancer, and now he's out there. That's good, and good to see. Very good to see. He was a wide receiver selected out of Alabama, I believe. It's been a tale of two stories on offense from both sides. Houston scored on all three drives. The Steelers have 2 first downs. Stroud shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff in the pass. He's going to be caught. And that's Nico Collins. He falls down at about just short of midfield, but that's good enough for a first down. A gain of about 15. And I figured when we got to this game here with the game that Devontae Adams had got going, he was here that CJ Stroud was going to definitely get Tank Dell and Nico Collins some reps. I actually got to the Steelers 48. So he actually did breach midfield. 6th play of 10+ yards. Shotgun sidecar left. Throws the screen. That's to Devin Singletary this time. He gets to the 45 to the 40. He's going to fall forward for another first down. Make that 7. Oh my God almighty. 7 plays of 10+. We're only 20 minutes in. Oh. 12 first downs. Stroud 6 of 12 for 93 to score. Stroud under center this time. Motions the guy to his left. Hand off to Singletary. He's going to get to... The ball was on the 37. He gets probably 2 for a 2-yard gain. Be 2nd and 8. So far, Houston's O-line's holding up pretty well against Alex Highsmith and T.J. Watt. Despite their injury problems, especially on the left side. Shotgun sidecar left. Stroud throws. Pass is caught. That is Dalton Schultz again. Schultz is going to try to fight for a first down. He's not quite there. He's going to be a yard short. It'll be near the 27. He's going to tackle to the 28. So it'll be 3rd and 1. And I imagine this next play is going to involve either Singletary or Damian Pierce, or maybe CJ will run it himself, depending on the play call. Chicago's up, looks like 21-7. Yep. Jesus, Denver. Under center is Stroud, and Stroud's going to try to launch forward for a first down. I'm not sure if he got there. They're going to, depends on the spot. It looks like they're going to mark him short. He's half a yard short. I imagine they're going to go for it. That was close. Ooh. That replay showed he may have gotten the necessary yardage. I don't know if D'Amico is willing to challenge that or not. 7.5 to go here in the second. D'Amico might call a second timeout for this one. Likely got to 4 already. I think they are going to call that timeout. And it looks like that is the case. That's their second of the half. Steelers still have all 3. That's quite, yeah, that ball control is killing us. Houston, it feels like Houston's had the ball. It showed 15-7 on the time of possession. It feels it feels bigger than that. It feels like it should be 20-5. High formation on 4th and 1. Stroud under center. I imagine that he may sneak this one. He may give it to Pierce. Now they fake the Pierce. He's going to throw a screen, and it falls incomplete. He was under duress. He tried to get it. He got the ball out way sooner than what he wanted to, and it falls short and incomplete, and the Steelers with a 4th down stop. A very much needed 4th down stop. TJ Watt there in there on the pressure, and that is one Stroud wants back. So finally, a little bit of momentum going the Steelers' way here. Let's see if we can capitalize off this. Boy, if Houston got that 4th down, they end up getting a touchdown for the 20-point lead, we would be in trouble. As if we weren't already in trouble. That State Farm commercial. What? That State Farm commercial with Andy Reid. He's doing this, trying to get those chicken nuggets. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Like, put Taylor Swift with Andy Reid. That would have been a better couple than Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I'm sorry. I know Andy Reid's married here. I'm just joking. Jesus. How do you not love Andy Reid, though? Every time I want to root against the Chiefs here, and then Andy Reid does, like, commercials like this. Andy Reid's too lovable for me to hate him. I mean, to me, Andy Reid looks like an everyday guy who somehow landed an NFL job, and he's actually great at it. Oh man. Oh man, I'm just now thinking about the whole the Denver Chicago tank ball. Oh, jeez. Denver, if you lose to Chicago, so far you're losing to him 21-7. If that gets worse, oh my God. Quick handoff to Najee Harris up the middle. He's going to run for about 5 yards. But Denver, if you lose to Chicago, and so far in the fashion you're losing them 2, I mean, Justin Fields is actually looking like the quarterback that Chicago wanted. Another handoff to Najee up the middle. He's going to get a first down. That's our 3rd first down of the game. We need a touchdown. I'm sorry, but I don't think a field goal is going to suffice here. 6:23 to go. Yeah, Fields hasn't thrown an incomplete pass. He's thrown for 3 touchdowns. What the hell, Denver? Tennessee's up 10-3. Najee motions back to Kenny's sidecar to the left. Fakes the handoff. Kenny looks. He looks right. He has to scramble away. He ends up having to throw that to the popcorn vendor. I think that's intentional grounding, though, because I don't think he got that back to the line of scrimmage, did he? He was still in the pocket, too. Or are they going to declare that there was a receiver nearby? Yeah, shot for... Jesus. Kenny Pickett's had more attempts than he does yards. 8 attempts, 7 yards. And here's 9. This one's got a screen pass for Jalen Warren, and Warren's going to get maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8. I don't think it was planned to give it to Jalen Warren. I think Kenny's first read wasn't there. Was there a face basket? Rankin's got a face mask, not intentional. It would have been a 5-yard penalty, but still, that's a face mask. And Lamar Jackson has a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. 3rd and 8. We need this. We need this now. Kenny shotgun sidecar right. Need midfield for the first. Kenny looks. He's got to fire another screen. This one's to Jalen Warren again, and Warren's going to be tackled 2 yards shy of a first down. Oh my God! What is with these screens and checkdowns here on 3rd and fucking long? Punt is away by Wing. And we can't even do that right. We try to keep it inside the 5-yard line. And it took a weird bounce for Boykin to even do anything. And the Texans will start at their own 20. Oh, Boykin wasn't even looking for the ball. He was looking at the returner. If he was looking for the ball, maybe we would have gotten it inside the 5. .426 left in the second. And we have produced 3 first downs. And the drive started. This past one started promising. A couple of nice runs with Najee, got a first down, and I mean, this is going to require me going down in the cellar and grab the hard shit. I mean, what the hell? I mean, the only way the Steelers could possibly look worse if we threw a pick six. I mean, the Steelers have held Houston to 2 field goals and a fourth down stop. Houston easily could have just decided to play conservative and taken the field goal. We'd be down 16-0. Oh, Jesus. 1st and 10, Stroud under center at his own 20. And we got laundry, and someone's doing the cha-cha. So it'll be 1st and 15 for their own 15. That was Jordan. Yeah, the story of the day has been Dameon Pierce has had an outstanding day thus far. Screenplays have killed us. Stroud not having a great day, but he's having a smart day. Pitch to Pierce up the middle. He's going to get maybe 2 yards. Showing highlights of the Baltimore game with Lamar Jackson getting his 2nd touchdown of the day. Fires a quick pass. The pass is caught. First down to the 35, tackle at the 40, and that is John Mechie the second. The second-year man Mechie the third, the cancer survivor out of Alabama. Man, how much was that for? Gain of 22? Just runs a nice slant pattern and 1 missed tackle. Yeah, he got about 22. That was Holcomb on the tackle. Give the Pierce up the middle, and Pierce is going to get nowhere. It'll be 2nd and 10. Another thing that's been hurting us was those slant patterns. It was a slant pattern that gave Houston its only touchdown so far. Total yards 209 to 38. This is exactly what Week 1 looked like. Handoff up the middle to Pearson. Pierce is going to leap over a couple of guys, and he's going to get to about his own 46 for a gain of about 5. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Washington's up 17-7. Tennessee over Cincinnati. It's good news for the Steelers. Shotgun, Stroud fires to his right, and then it's going to be nowhere near. It's going to be off target. That was intended for Nico Collins. Houston wants a holding penalty on the Steelers, but they're not going to get it. That was Joey Porter Jr. on the coverage, the rookie out of Penn State. 2:06 to go in the second. I imagine this will be the 2-minute warning once the punt gets through. How about a block punt? Can we have a block punt? Something to get this going? Punt is away. And Austin takes it, but he's just going to take it for 3 yards and run out of bounds. So at the 2-minute mark, Steelers have all 3 timeouts, but I'm... Oh, God. The Steelers will get the ball to start the third quarter. That's one plus. But it's not a plus if we don't do something with this. I mean, again, I don't think Houston is that bad of a team. If this was Denver we were playing right now, and I'm not just saying that because of the 70 points last week. If we're putting up a bagel on a really bad defense, then there's no excuse for us. Houston's defense is not great. It's maybe considered mid. But, I mean, altogether, Houston I don't think is a terrible team. To me, I feel like they're certainly, I feel, better than what they were a year ago. Here, Buffalo just burned Miami for a long touchdown. They're about to double their lead from 7 to 14. Carolina's up 13-7. Hey. I mean, certainly our grade for this first half has been an F. I'll upgrade it to a D if we get a touchdown. Because for the most part, we've just been bad. I mean bad. First and 10 from our own 15. Kenny alone in shotgun. Come on, guys. Let's get something going here. Kenny fires to his right for George Pickett's pass. It looks like it was caught. It was. He only got 5 yards, though. Running the hurry up here. Kenny again on shotgun, sidecar right. He's going to fire to his left this time, and that one's going to fall incomplete. That was intended for Austin. They haven't, and now 3rd and 5 coming up, and they haven't converted a third down since the opening drive. Kenny alone, shotgun on 3rd and 5. He looks to his right. He's going to fire. The pass is tipped and somehow intercepted. It was intended for Pickens. That's Shaq Griffin, but there's a flag down. Is that going to be pass interference on Griffin, or is that going to be on Pickens? No, they're calling it on Shaq Griffin. So a pass interference on Griffin turned what would have been an interception. Would have been great. That would have been a hell of a catch. I don't know if he was in bounds. Shaq's even laughing that one off, going, "Yeah, you got me on that one." First and 10 from the 35. Fires a screen to Warren. Warren's going to run for about 5 yards to his right. Stopping the clock here at 1:24. We haven't been shut out in the first half since Boxing Day 2 years ago. That's December 26th, for those of you who don't know what day that is. Kenny alone and shotgun, 2nd and 5. Kenny looks to his right again, and he's hit and sacked. Hit and sacked. That's Joe Grignard. Joe Grenard. I'm just saying Grenard. And that was a 4-yard loss, and the Steelers are going to have to call their first timeout. I believe the Steelers called timeout, not unless Houston did. No, the Steelers called timeout. That was their first of the first half. Oh, brother. That was 52, by the way. Or John Grenard. I said Joe Grenard, didn't I? It's Jonathan. 4th-year man out of Florida. Oh, brother. Only tried one deep ball, and it was intercepted. We need to get something going here. Kenny loaded shotgun again. And that's offside. And he's going to fire a pass. Pass is going to be batted down by Griffin. But there's a flag down there. It's going to be offside on them. Grenard was about 2 steps too early. So instead of 3rd and 9, it'll be 3rd and 4. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Grenard. That was 96. That was Collins. Malik Collins. Not sure if we're related to Nico Collins. 3rd and 4 from their own 41. They need the 45 for a first. Kenny draws back a shotgun. He looks to his left, fires pass. Caught Pickett. First down. He's at midfield. He's tackled at the Houston 49. So I believe this is the first time that we have actually gotten into Houston territory in this game. And a flag is down. Oh, boy. Is that on us? Pass fucking interference on the offense. It was on Freiermuth. Finally got into Houston territory after 29 minutes, and we got called for a PI. On the other side of the field, he wasn't even looking that way. Oh my God. 3rd and 14. 1:06 to go. At their own 30, they need the 45 for a first. Kenny looks left, under pressure, throws another check down to Freiermuth, and Freiermuth is going to get tackled well short of the first down. Took a hit. And the classic check down on 3rd and fucking long. Strikes again. Revolutionary shit we're watching here. Here, this offense can kiss my ass. And Houston has a minute left of the timeout. They can still do something if they so desired. Oh, wait, excuse me. Houston called that last timeout, so they're out of timeouts. still 53 seconds. That's time for them to do something. What a fucking great performance by this offense. We haven't even crossed midfield. 4 straight punts and an INT in this first half. Punt is away. He was returned at the 9. He's going to get to the 10, the 15, and he's going to get run out of bounds at about the 20 with 41 seconds left. That was Tank Dell on the return. I mean, what the fuck is this offense? We're making Houston's defense look like San Francisco. I feel like right now our only chances of CJ Stroud does something stupid. He's been smart most of this game. CJ takes the shotgun snap at his own 22. Fires, pass, caught. First down to the 40, the 45, the 50, 45, 40. And that was Nico Collins again. And now they're in field goal range of 26, 25. Oh my goodness, what? They're at the 36-yard line. They spiked the ball with 21 seconds left. Oh my God. What was that, a 40-plus yard play? To Nico Collins. He was wide open. Yeah, 42-yard catch and run by Nico Collins. And now Houston's in field goal range for Fairbarn. They got a 5-to-1 ratio on total yards. What the fuck? Quick shotgun snap. He's going to fire a quick screen to Nico Collins again to the 25. He's going to get tackled at the 21. They're going to have to get up and spike the ball. I don't think they got time to do anything else. Just going to run it down and just don't get off. Just don't commit the false start for the 10-second runoff, and they do spike the ball with 4 seconds left. And Nico Collins has burned us again. And here comes Fairbarn for his third field goal of the day. Man, if Houston had a couple of timeouts, they would have been threatening for a touchdown to go up 20-0. Oh my God. From 39 yards out, from the left hash. Snap hold is pretty good. Kick is up. And it's right down Broadway. Would have been good in the Arena Football League. And that's it for the first half. And oh, dear Christmas. Houston 16. And the Steelers must be in Dallas because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now. Good fucking God. That was god awful. That might have been worse than San Fran on opening day. If Houston didn't have to burn a couple of timeouts early on, then they probably would have made it 20-0, and Nico would have gotten his second touchdown because he's been torching the hell out of us. I'll be right back. What the fuck? Right, googly. Fuck me, moogly. Well, told you I was going to bring out the hard shit. By the way, this stream is not sponsored by any of this. Not even monetized. Fuck it. Well, let me at least open the damn beer first before. Here's a chaser. Ay, ay, ay. Let's check the halftime scores here once it gets settled down here. Real quick. Miranda and Josh, thank you for the housewarming present. Fox. See what Cincinnati and Tennessee are doing. Ah, damn it, I knew that was coming. I was wondering when eventually that stream was going to cut off. Hang on, let me... Figures it cuts off here when I take the damn shot. Oh, well. I guess it doesn't like it when I drink here when I bring in the hard shit, I guess. Well, I'll take that back downstairs real quick. All right, I'm back. Okay, real quick. What do the Steelers need to do different here in the second half? How about getting Houston's territory? We've yet to do that. We actually crossed at one point. They got called back to pass interference on the other side of the fucking field. I should have broke these out right from the get-go. Oh, man. I mean, Houston's defense looks like J.J. Watt is out there. I mean, his little brother got what? Got one tackle for a loss, and then he got one pressure in on a fourth down play. Other than that, he's been quiet. Highsmith, very quiet. I was expecting big shit out of him because the left side's all banged up on Houston's O-line. We've hardly done anything. Our secondary getting torched by Nico Collins. I think he's got over 100. He's getting close to 100 yards. Yeah, Nico's got 4 catches for 78 yards and a score. And that 42-yard bomb that we gave up here near the end of the half. Look at that. They're showing the graph right there. Plays in opposing territory. Houston, 28. Us? Pierce, solid day. 14 for 61. Also, caught a screen pass for 27 yards in that first drive that set up a touchdown. Najee Harris, 5 carries, 16 yards. That ain't going to do it. Gotta stop shooting themselves in the foot. We're shooting ourselves in more than just our freaking foot. And that one drive last week when we went up 23-7 on the Raiders, that one drive, how it started great with Pickens, and then we were getting first down after first down after first down after first down, and then the touchdown are fired with. I'm like, this is the offense we saw in the preseason, and this was the offense that we were like, can we see more of that? Not this check down on 3rd and 15. Kickoff is away, by the way, and it goes in the end zone for a touchback. What they fucking do? We're starting our own 25 instead of freaking trying to run it out. Yeah, here's our drives. 8 plays, 13 yards, pick, 3 and out, 3 and out, 2 yards, 3 and out, 2 yards, 5 for 21, 5 for 25. And really, most of the yards in the last drive was because of the pass interference. Kenny shotgun, sidecar right. Motions Najee to his left now. Banana bunch left right. Draw play to Najee, and Najee's going to break a couple of tackles to the 30. He gets to the 35 for a first down, and he gets to the 40 for a gain of 15. Our best play of the day so far, which is pretty fucking sad. If that's our best play of the day so far, we're in the 3rd freaking quarter. So we got 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Let's see if we can actually get inside Houston's territory for once. That's our first play of 10-plus yards. Here's the give to Najee on the draw again. He gets to about the 44 for a 4-yard gain. Jonathan Grinyard had the birth of his little girl last Sunday. Congratulations, John. I'm not being sarcastic. Congratulations, Jonathan. Speaking of that, he just got a tackle for a 3-yard loss. Forced to 3rd and 7. Third and 7 coming up. Must be a check down. I think Rainier was the name of the girl that they presented there. And believe me, I'm being sincere. I'm not trashing Houston here. Houston's playing great. 3rd and 7. Kenny snap a little low. Looks to his right. He fires pass. Caught. And that's going to be Austin for a first down. And we finally have crossed Houston territory. Needed 7. I think we got about 12. Actually, got about 13. Got to this Houston 44. This will be our first play in opposing territory today. We're only 13 minutes left in the third. You do the math. Kennedy fakes the draw. He's going to throw a screen to Austin, and Austin's going to get maybe 3 to the 42. By the way, forewarned, if this does get worse here, this back scratcher I have, or butt scratcher if you like Family Guy, might break this over my head like I did in San Fran. And off, and that's to Warren. Warren to the 30, to the 25. He's got a big first down to the 23. A 19-yard running play there for Jalen Warren. Haven't heard his name much today. Great blocking up front there by the line this time. Finally, we're getting something going here. Can we get a touchdown out of this? 1st and 10 from the Houston 23. Snap again a little low and hand off to Najee. Najee's going to spring forward for about a 3 or 4 yard gain inside the 20. And Stephon Diggs is in your fantasy team. He's had a hot day for you. 5 for 108 and 2 scores. Our red zone touchdown percentage is 66%. And here's Najee, and he gets leap. Here, and he goes end over end. He's going to be short of the first down by a couple yards. He got down to about the 15. And it's 28-7, Chicago on Denver. Berta, brother, I love you, man, but what the hell is going on with your team? Are they playing bad on purpose just so you can get 1 million subscribers by Christmas? You may get there. Berta, I love you, man. Come on. What is wrong with your team? Kevin, that shotgun handoff on a draw to Warren, and Warren's going to, somehow broke him free, but he's still not even going to get to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, let's give it 4th and 3. 3rd and 2, he ran a shotgun draw. Oh, God, thank God Denver sucks so I can laugh at them at least. Jesus. It's 4th and 4. That had no chance. And here's Boswell for a field goal. He's 5 for 5 for the year. On the right hash, the kick is up. Thank God that's good at least. And the Steelers are on the board. We're on the fucking board. We're on the board. Oh my God, we're on the fucking board. Oh God. By the way, that buzzing you keep hearing in the background if you're listening in on headphones, that's just someone riding around in a quad. But we're on the fucking board. Houston 16, Steelers 6. Skeelers. I'm going to call them the Skeelers from now on. Might as well at this point. Skeelers, I must have been watching Robin Williams' stand-up lately again. Oh, God. 16-3 Houston. It's just... Had a good drive going, and then we run a shotgun draw to Jalen. I mean, it wouldn't matter if it was him or Najee because freaking O-line couldn't Here got nailed. But a shotgun draw on 3rd and 2. I mean, were you counting on Ian if he got short by a yard, you're going to go for it? I would have preferred the fucking check down. That probably had a better chance. Oh, great googly moogly. There's 8 of you. Thank you for joining, but I don't know if Purda's losing his mind. I imagine he is. But oh my god. I don't know if you're in a tree streaming this game or what, but if he is, I imagine he's losing his mind. Kickoff is away, and that goes through the end zone for a touchback. Houston will start from their own 25 with 9:31 to go in the third. J.J. Watt, they're showing highlights of him. 101 sacks, 25 forced fumbles. Defensive Player of the Year in 2012, 14 and 15. That's a nice red jacket he has on, but I think in about 4 or 5 years, he will be wearing the gold one in Canton. And it's well deserved. 1st and 10 under center. Handing off to Pierce. Pierce is going to get about 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Minnesota takes the lead finally in their game. God, Minnesota should win this game by 10 at least. Minnesota 14-13. Oh, they had a scoop and score. That's how they got theirs. So they trade defensive touchdowns. Adam Thielen getting some decent. CJ throws on 2nd and 6. That was a excuse me. That was intended for Nico Collins, but it falls incomplete. Goddamn air pockets. And they're showing how Houston's O-line has done a very good job of keeping TJ Watt at bay. I mean, TJ's really only made like a couple of plays here. 3rd and 6. Stroud's going to scramble. He's going to try to fire one, and he's just going to throw that one in the dirt. Nobody nearby. It's going to be 4th and 6. So the Steelers finally force a 3 and out. This time TJ did get the pressure in here. This time forced CJ up here to throw that one away. So the defense finally steps up, and there's a flag down. I imagine that's intentional grounding. Doesn't matter. The difference is 5 yards. So the Steelers will get the ball back after a quick 3 and out with 8:49 to go here in the third. Fourth and 20. The punt is away. He's going to pump just outside his own end zone. And it is away. He's going to return it to the 50 of the Houston 45. And that was Austin. And Austin's going to get tackled at about the 46. So easily the best field position for the Steelers. They'll be inside Houston territory to start this drive, and their trail 16-3 with 8:40 to go in the third. I apologize. I've been sounding like I've been stuffed up here. I've been stuffed for the last couple of days. Oh, Mike Evans and T. Higgins out for injuries. Ouch. And we lost. And the Steelers, I didn't even see that we lost Dan Moore. So that means Broderick Jones is going to be out there. The man we traded 3 spots up for with New England to go get. A guy that we knew that the Jets were going to draft Broderick Jones at 15. We jumped 1 spot, or jumped 3 spots to get 1 spot ahead of them to get Broderick Jones. So, okay, Broderick, this is what we drafted you for. Protect Kenny Pickett's blind side. I didn't even notice that Dan Moore was hurt. I don't think they even showed that. Four o'clock games later, Raiders and Chargers both 1-2, looking to get back to even at the corner mark. San Francisco looking to go 4-0. And could be the only undefeated team left. Miami's trailing big to Buffalo. Philly's having problems with Washington. New England at Dallas looking to rebound after a tough day in Arizona against New England, who doesn't have much of an offense but has a very good defense. Later tonight, Sunday night, Kansas City, the Jets. That's heartbreaking. That this game was obviously made because put Sunday night because obviously we were anticipating it to be Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers. And that Achilles injury was brutal. And Monday night, Seattle and the Giants, I imagine that'll be sloppy. 1st and 10, Steelers inside Houston territory at the 46. Fakes the handoff. Kenny looks. He's going to scramble to his left, scramble to his right. Finds Freiermuth on a screen. He's going to get bulldoze his way. He's going to break a couple of tackles. He's going to get about 4 or 5 yards on the catch. Kenny Pickett doing a good job to make something out of nothing there. That easily could have been a sack right there. But instead, he managed to wiggle his way away from the pressure. And he found Pat Freiermuth, instead of a sack for about a 2 or 3 yard loss, Freiermuth with actually a 5 yard gain. They're giving him 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 from the 42. Draw handoff to Najee. He's going to spring forward for maybe 3 yards, so it'll be 3rd and a long 2. I imagine the Steelers would go for this on 4th down if it's still reasonably close. Kenny shotgun sidecar right at the 40. They need the 46. Kenny scrambles to his left. He's going to look. He's still scrambling. He's looking. He fires pass. Caught! Najee Harris 1st down. He's still up. He got back up. He wasn't touched. And he's going to spring forward. He's inside the red zone, inside the 15. Man, Kenny waited all. And at the last second, he flings one to Najee Harris. Harris fell down, but he wasn't touched. Got back up, and he got about another 15 yards. And we got a man down. Oh, it's Freiermuth is down. It actually got inside the 10. And Freiermuth is down. Oh, boy. That's not what you want to see. It'll be 1st and goal Steelers at about the 8 yard line, but right now that's not the story. Pat Freiermuth down. With Freiermuth down, I imagine this is where we're going to see Darnell Washington, the rookie out of Georgia, that we somehow got late in the 3rd round. I don't know how Green Bay didn't draft him. Out of town scores. I already said Minnesota's up 14-13. Philly sprung ahead. They're up 21-17 on Washington. Tampa still 14-3. Rams up 23-8 on Indianapolis. It's now 27-3. Tennessee over Cincinnati. Baltimore maintaining the 21-3 lead. Chicago is now 28-14. Denver managed to cut the gap a little bit. Buffalo, it's now 31-20. Where they're inside Miami's red zone. So I imagine the score will change there. Wait, the NFL Network's going to cover that game? Sorry, I'm looking at the promotions there. It looks like the NFL Network is covering the Jaguars-Bills game next Sunday at London. Yeah, Firemuth looks like he's going back to the locker room and shaking his head. But now the Steelers, with that great play by Kenny and Najee, they're inside the 10. They're at the 8-yard line. Kenny shotgun, sidecar left. He looks left. Now he looks middle and fires. The pass is going to be... it's not caught. I thought it was. That was intended for George Pickett. I thought it was going to come down to it, but he lost it at the end. Henry 202, the rookie linebacker out of Alabama on the coverage. And he has back to that ball. I mean, I guess he timed that well. I don't know if they would have counted that as a touchdown as far as the feet are concerned, even if he did hold on to it. Second and goal at the 8. Again, shotgun, sidecar left. Now they run the draw to Najee, and Najee's going to get down to the 5-yard line. Now, do you go for the field goal? This is the closest you've been all night, all day, or whatever the hell. I don't know if you go for the field goal here. I imagine you just try to run 2 plays to try to get in the end zone. Treat it as if it was in the fourth quarter, which there's only 6 minutes left here in the third. Third and goal, sidecar right. Banana bunch left. Kenny takes a snap. He looks left. He looks. He's going to fire to the corner, and it's going to be incomplete over the head. That was intended for Allen Robinson. Kenny took a hit on the way here just as he let it go. And now it's 4th and goal. And it's decision time for Mike Tomlin. Do you take the 3? Or do you get aggressive? Oh, man. And Minnesota extends their lead to 8 with 21-13. And Chris Boswell's out. They're going to take the 3 points. Snap, hold down, and the kick is good. So the best try we've had all day. And it only results in 3 points. But we're getting closer. I don't necessarily... I'm going to find that damn marker. Excuse me. I had the damn marker right. The struggle is real, people. There it is. I don't necessarily blame Tomlin for taking the 3 points, because by taking the 3 points now, it may pay in dividends later. You certainly don't want to be chasing points, because what if it's a situation where later where it's like, well, shoot, if we kick that field goal, oh, we wouldn't need to do this. We could have just done this. Because, say, what if it's 16-13 with 2 minutes left and we're trying to drive, so to where it comes to a point where now it's just, okay. If we were at the 2-yard line, then maybe I would have been more for the more in favor of the going for the touchdown. If we were like the 2 or closer, but the 5, you need the right play call. And the way we've been all day today, we haven't spurred a lot of play calls. Like, our biggest play was Kenny finding Najee here just before running out of bounds, and the kickoff is out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Showing the pass rush here. 35 total pass rushes between Highsmith and Watt. There's only been 5 pressures. And no sacks. Sack control would be nice here. I formation, CJ under center at the zone 25. Throws a quick slant pattern here. That pass is caught, and that looks like, and that is Tank Dell, and that's an easy first down. The rookie wide receiver from Houston got 15 yards on that one. Again under center. This time they hand it to Pierce, and Pierce is going to be tackled for for about a 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 8 with 5:18 to go. Shotgun snaps. Stroud looks. He was trying to fire a screen pass, and that one was blown up there. And actually didn't connect with Dameon Pierce, but it was blown up anyway. Showing Washington's coaching staff from the early 2010s. And Mike and Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, and also who is currently Houston's offensive coordinator. 3rd and 9. They need midfield for the first down. Stroud looks to his right, looks to his left, and he fires it. Then he just hopscotches that throw. Pressure was there from Highsmith, and they finally got here. The pressure was there from Highsmith, and it's going to be not quite a 3 and out, but a 4 and out. And Houston will be forced to punt. 4:50 to go here in the 3rd. So far, Steelers defense has produced. Steelers only have gotten 6 points so far here in the 3rd, but Steelers defense, and the punt is away, and it travels out of bounds. We'll see where they mark that. And they're they're going to say it's at the 24-yard line the Steelers will start it. So far the Steelers defense, other than that quick slant pattern to Tank Dell, first 15 yards. So far, very productive. So two quick drives there so far. The Steelers getting off the field on defense. First and 10 for the 24. Drop handoff to Najee. You got a first down to the 35. Still on his feet to the 40, to the 45, and he's tackled at the 47-yard line. So a quick 23-yard draw handoff to Najee, and a very good start for the Steelers offense. Najee only had touched the ball 5 times in the first half. He's touched it 8. He's touched it 9 in this quarter alone. And they're updating. They're saying it's a hamstring issue with Pat Freiermuth, and he's done for the day. First and 10. 4 minutes to go. Another handoff to Najee. Najee's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, he might have gotten a yard. Najee 14 for 71. He might have 100 total with that big screen, with that big catch he had on third down. That set up the second field goal of the day. And they fakes the handoff. He's going to throw a screen. That's Darnell Washington. And Darnell's going to run. He's got a first down. Needed 9, got 10. Darnell Washington, the rookie tight end from Georgia. I was wondering when we were going to see him. With Freiermuth out, you had to know that Darnell Washington was going to get reps. And Buffalo just took a 41-20 lead on Miami. Buffalo ain't playing around. Pistol formation. And hit. Oh, the hand up the Warren. He fumbled the ball, and Kenny Pickett fell right back on top of it. But they're going to lose a lot of yards on that. Jalen Petrie was in on the tackle in the forced fumble. The second-year man out of Baylor. That will be their free safety. Lost 8 yards. God, that's a drive killer. Shotgun sidecar left. Kenny looks. Scrambles right. Still scrambling. Looking. He fires. Pass is going to be incomplete. That one intended for, looks like it was Najee Harris. He would have been just a few yards shy of a first down, but he doesn't complete the catch, so it's going to be 3rd and 18 instead of what would have been about 3rd and 3 or 4-ish. Couldn't quite reel it in. Petrie came in and knocked it away just in case. So now it's 3rd and forever. God, that Kenny hadn't even thrown for 100 yards yet. Jesus. Shotgun snap here. He's all by himself. Kenny looks. He's going to fire downfield. The pass is going to be caught by George Pickens. Can he get the first down? He looks like he's going to be a yard shy. It's going to be 4th down, but he may have gotten close enough to maybe consider putting Boswell out there for a field goal if they so desire. A minute and a half to go in the third. He's down to about the 33. So it'll be a 50-yard field goal from there. And are they going to go for it? Or are they going to call a timeout here? Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. You got to think this one over. I mean, you went for the field goal on 4th at the 5, but that was 4th and 5. This is 4th and 1. I mean, again, do you take points? This is a tougher call. Because beforehand, you had 5 yards to get. This one, you only have 1. I would have liked to have kept that timeout, though. This year, the Steelers are only 1 of 3 on 4th downs. Denver getting closer. It's now 28-20. I imagine there's a point after pending there. Yep, 28-21 Chicago. 4th and 1. Shotgun with a sidecar left. Is this going to be a draw to dodge? Nope. Kenny's going to look. He's going to look right. He's going to scramble. And Broderick Jones could not stop him. Broderick Jones could not save Kenny Pickett from Jonathan Grenard. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. And Kenny Pickett is hurt. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Oh jeez, he's barely going on his own power, but I guess his ankle got messed up. That was Broderick Jones who couldn't stop Jonathan Grenard. They had a banana bunch right. Oh my goodness. I mean, you have to have a closer look for me to see what happened to Kenny there. 1:10 to go in the third. Stroud under center on a 9 formation at their own 42. Pitch to Dameon Pierce. Pierce is going to get to a 45. He's going to get tackled just shy of midfield. And that's about a 6 or 7 yard gain there. There's a flag down. Looks like that's going to be the habeas grabus on Houston. Oh, is that? It looks like I guess his ankles got twisted in there. I'm hoping that's just ankles and not his. He was already grabbing his knee. Oh God. 1st and 17 from their own 35. Pitch again to Pierce. Pierce goes to the middle and he's going to barrel forward for about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12. Looks like Baker Mayfield's having a solid day. Oh, boy. Man, if he blew out his ACL, I swear. Stroud scrambles to his right on 2nd and 11. He looks. He's going to fire downfield. Pass is caught for a first down. That's Nico Collins again. Oh, man. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. Forgot to change the damn logo. And he's well inside Steeler territory. Oh, man. Oh, man. The fact that he was already grabbing his knee right after the hit. Obviously, I'm fearing for the worst. That Kenny blew out his knee. And on a play that Broderick... Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be so brutal if he did blow out his knee on a play that Broderick Jones got beat. I mean, I get it. Offensive linemen get beat all the time. It's not like Anthony Munoz never got beat. He got beat sometimes. But if it is this off that sucks. So I imagine the next time we touch that ball, I imagine it's going to be number 10, Mitchell Trubisky out there. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Well, change the damn quarter on this thing. Been a brutal day so far for the Steelers. Been a brutal day. I did predict Houston was going to win this game in my short and sweep predictions. I think I did the same thing in my two damn early predictions all the way back in May. It's 1st and 10 at the Steelers 35. Hand off to Pierce. If Pierce is going to break a tackle, he's going to fight his way forward for about 3 yards. Okay, I wanted to listen to it. Quick handoff there, and he's going to be met. He's going to lose a bunch of yards. That old line collapsed big time. It was a draw hit. It was a handoff to Pierce, and Pierce is going to lose a bunch. That was Robertson on the tackle with the initial hit. Lost 6 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd and 12 from the Steelers 37. I don't know if that's roughly Fairbairn's range. 54, I think. Yeah, it'd be about a 54-yard field goal if they don't go any further. Third and 12. Stroud looking. He's going to fire. The pass is going to be caught for a first down. Nico Collins again to the 23-yard line. Oh my God! Last week Devontae Adams, this week Nico fucking Collins! Oh God, Kenny's going to the damn locker room. Well, it's going to be Trubisky for the rest of this. $13 minutes to go in the fourth. Pierce with the hand up to the 20. He gets down to the 16 for about a 5-yard gain. Oh, God. Yeah, they're showing Trubisky getting ready. Oh my God! If I find out tomorrow that this is a blown ACL, let's just say disturbed sound of silence will be playing in the background. And Denver tied the game at 28. Hand off the Pierce. He's going to run to his right on a misdirection to the 10. He's going to get a first and goal. It's going to be down to about the 7-yard line. Oh, excuse me. That was Singletary. Thought it was Pierce. It was actually Devin Singletary, the free agent acquisition that they got from Buffalo. Trey, I imagine this is a field day by you. I guess Kenny's ruled out. Which if Houston scores a touchdown here, first and goal to 7, the hand of the Singletary got maybe a yard. Which if Houston does get a touchdown here, probably wouldn't have thrown Kenny back out there anyway. Oh, God. I don't even know which game was worse. Indianapolis is pulled within 8, 23-15. Baltimore looks like they're on their way to 3-1. Quick pitch to Singletary. He's got to throw for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That is to Dalton Schultz off a halfback pass by Devin Singletary. And that should wrap it up. Oh, we're getting fucked by a fucking halfback pass! Great play call. Schultz was open enough. Here's the extra point to make it a 3-possession game. Up and through. And it looks like Houston's going to go to 2-2. And join Jacksonville at 2-2. Oh, you're fucking. Oh, fuck it. I might cave my head in if I try breaking that over my head. Wow. Highly considering shutting the stream off right now, by the way. But let's see how shitty the Bengals are doing. Fox! Get it right the first time, jack off. Test still 27-3. Well, Cincinnati, fuck you too. At least you're sucking ass like we are. At least Cleveland's excuse is they didn't have a quarterback to start the game. We lost ours during it. I'm going to look back at that fourth down play. I'm like, maybe they should have went for the field goal to make it 16-9 instead of trying. I get it was 4th and 1. You can get a yard. As the kickoff was returned, it actually got past the 25-yard line. Show next Sunday, Ravens and Steelers. We might not have Kenny Pickett for that. Chiefs and Vikings, that's going to be at least interesting. I mean, look, Kansas City should still pistol whip the Vikings like they did in Super Bowl 4. Trubisky looks, he's got a fire to his right. The pass is caught. That's Austin. He got maybe 8 yards. Somehow got his feet in bounds. Fucking checking myself to see if I got splintered up by that damn back scratch I broke over my fucking head. Second and 2 from their own 35. Trubisky looks, fires to his right. The pass is going to be almost intercepted. That was almost picked up by Shaq Griffin. That was intended for George Pickens. Now it's 3rd and 2. Oh, please be a 3 and out. You know, at this point, be a 3 and out. Let Houston just run the last 10 or so minutes left. Fuck it. $10:50 to go in the 4th. 3rd and 2. Okay, or Mitch looks again. He's going to fire low, and it's going to be incomplete. That one again intended for Pickens. And we got a 3. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yep, we got another. Yet another 3 and out. This time it was Trubisky on the 3 and out. Well, Pickens could have had that. Wasn't a bad throw. He threw it to where only Pickens could get that. Hey, there you go. We got another 3 and out. Here, have that. You know, fucking god damn it. Yeah, punts away by Wing. Been very active today. And a fair catch called for at about the 15-yard line. That'll be Houston's worst field position of the day, but who fucking cares? Jesus Christ. Try to do play-by-play, but you're seeing more of my reaction than you are play-by-play. At this point, I'm fucking pissed. Offense looked like trash, and the cherry on top is that we lost Kenny Pickett. We don't know. We don't know if he tweaked something. We don't know if he blew out his knee. I'm not liking it that immediately after he went down, he went and grabbed it, and it's even hurting more that it was Broderick Jones who got beat on that. Again, I mean, O-line get beat. I get it. I want to be clear before I get too irrational here. Yeah, Broderick Jones got beat, but every offensive lineman gets beat. It just sucks that it happened here. We don't even know what play call they had in mind because Jones got beat. And Kenny got sacked by the newly fathered Jonathan Grignard. Again, congratulations on the little girl, John. It's having an awesome day. And I don't want to take anything away from Houston. I predicted they were going to win. I felt like this was kind of a trap game. But I thought it'd be closer than this. But hats off to Houston. They put up 60 points in the last 2 weeks. They only let Jacksonville put up 17 in their last week. And if we get the 17 points, it's going to be because of trash points. And I doubt we're even going to cross 10. This was just a putrid performance by the offense. Totally. Defense was not great in the first half. Houston obviously saw some stuff from the Raider game last week. Damian Pierce had a very solid outing. Speaking of which, that's him taking the pitch and getting maybe a yard. I'm just wondering when they're going to switch this game off to, say, a close game. I think Denver and Chicago would be the one game. Speaking of Denver and Chicago, you know what? Fuck this game. I wish they did switch this up. I want to see if Denver and Chicago can finish in a tie. There is no 4:30 game here locally for CBS here because Fox will have the Pats and Cowboys and I'll be asleeping. That's where I will take my fucking nap. Handoff again to Pierce. Pierce is going to get to about the 20. He breaks a couple tackles. He's actually got a first down. Whoop-de-doo. 17-9 Tampa over here with about 6 and change to go. Fuck, my brother's actually rooting for the right fucking team apparently here. I thought Tampa was going to be in line for maybe the first overall pick and getting Caleb Williams. Tampa actually looks good with Baker from the looks of it, even though Mike Evans is out. I mean, it's still time left for some weird stuff to happen. 1st and 10, Houston from their own 24. 8. And we got a flag. Looks like we got cha-chas. Do the cha-cha style. Okay, I can't dance. Fuck that. I don't have enough beers in me for that. And holy shit! Philly and Washington tied at 24. Brian Robinson with a touchdown to tie. Tell you what, Brian Robinson, very underrated running back. He's been very good. Even though he's not done that great today, he's only rushed 11 for 27, but he got a touchdown here. Brian Robinson, very underrated running back. Quick hand off the Pierce here on an I formation. He's going to get maybe 2. But Washington, respect. Respect to Washington. They're giving Philly a fight. And they're showing the highlight right here. Here's Brian Robinson's touchdown. Nice job. I tell you, I'm liking Brian Robinson a lot. Comes back from getting shot in the legs. And he's been kicking some ass since he got back into healthy. Tennessee still 27-3, as I already checked earlier. Yeah, Cincinnati. Yeah, you're sucking Cincinnati. At least you look as shitty as we do. CJ looks. He's going to fire to his left. He's going to pass. It's going to be caught. That is Robert Woods, and that's going to be a first down. Yeah, TJ Watt's not had his best day, but you know what? I'm not going to trash TJ or Alex Highsmith, even though I had expectations for them. Cheers to the Houston O-line. They have been outstanding today. The Steelers just could not get any pressure on CJ. Offensive line, for as banged up as they are, as CJ Stroud, that was actually 3rd and 1. CJ barrels forward. Looks like he's got the first down, which will keep the clock going. 7:09 to go. Buffalo 48-20. Buffalo with the statement tonight. Why do you keep saying tonight? We're still daylight. What the hell? Regardless, Buffalo. This is a make or break year for Buffalo too. And they came out with a statement saying, no, this is our division still. Quick pitch to Singletary, goes misdirection. He's going to run to about the 40, and he's going to get tackled for about 8 yards. Stephon Diggs with 3 touchdowns today. If you have Stephon Diggs in your fantasy, probably won this game. Probably won your game. 2 minutes. Oh, boy. Can we leave this game and go to Denver and Chicago? This game's over. Go to Denver and Chicago. I want to see the Tank Bowl. Oh, shit. I should have gotten some Sunday NFL ticket. I'm broke as shit. This is the sometimes shitty part of being broke is I can't afford that Sunday ticket stuff. Hand up to Singletary. He's going to lose 2 yards. I should stop this and just watch Perna's stream, I guess. Denver's in field goal range. They're at the Chicago 32. Indy's driving. Indy's driving, trying to tie it. Tampa's inside New Orleans, deep inside the New Orleans territory as Singletary takes the hand up. The ball comes loose, but recovered by Nico Collins. It's still going to be a first down Houston. It looks like Singletary lost it as he was crossing the first down marker. But Nico Collins here Johnny on the spot there, and recovers the ball. That's been kind of how our day's been described. Just missed opportunities as Houston has a man down. That's not good. That's another offensive lineman that they have down. Is that Patterson? Oh boy, if that's that's not Patterson. I should have checked who 50 was. Oh, it's Kendrick Green, the guy we traded for. The guy we traded for. What was it? A 7th round pick we traded for. I can't remember what the hell we traded for him. Yeah, Kenyon Green, Scott Quisenberry, all out for the year. Laremy Tunsil's been out a 3rd straight game. And Tampa's got a touchdown. It's now 23 with the point after pending to 9. And check on Fox and see if they switched over to Washington and Philly, which they should. I gotta say here, while I'm still on here, a lot of big time respect to Washington for their performance. I mean, even if they don't win, which they're not, on paper, they're not supposed to, they're giving Philly a fight. After what Buffalo did to them last week, you thought, well, okay, Philly should probably do the same thing. Washington going at Philly, again, they did this to them last year, and they actually won that game. But Washington's that one team is like, they might not be that good, but they're not going to make it easy. That's why I said earlier. It was like in one of my short and sweet predictions when they were playing. I think it was for last week. You said Washington, you're not there yet, but you're getting there. .4:30 to go here in the Steeler game. Pitch to Pierce, and Pierce is going to lose about 5 yards. I'm surprised they even have Pierce out there. This game is kind of out of reach. So this is where I start to think, okay, maybe I should just start pulling starters right now because Steelers aren't even trying. Or there's no reason to try, I guess is a better way to put it. And Denver got a field goal. So it's 31-28 Denver. Baltimore got a touchdown. It's 28-3. If there's sorry if there's an Atlanta Falcons fan on the stream here. Sorry for the triggering number, but as a quick second A bootleg second down pass is caught by number 2, Robert Woods. He's well short of a third down, but it's going to be 3rd and 6. Clock stopped. I don't know if he was out of bounds or the Steelers call a timeout. Oh, now the clock's running. Or isn't it? I don't know. At this point, let the clock run. Indy got the touchdown, but they need the 2. It's 23-21. 3rd and 6 here. Stroud looks. Fires deep, middle pass. Caught! Nico Collins to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Nico Collins. And that is dagger, twist it, seal it. Good night, Irene. Houston just came in and just kicked our ass. This may be a worse ass beating than what San Fran gave us. Patrick Peterson got burned by Nico Collins. Nico Collins' second touchdown of the day. Extra point is good. It's 30-6. To all you Houston Texans fans, if you are watching this, cheers to you. Good luck to you for the rest of the year. After the last 2 weeks that you guys have had, you got some hopes on. There's some hopes for you guys. I did make in my 2 damn early predictions. I said Houston might win this division. Right now, after the way the last 2 weeks have looked, you could be a pain in the ass. I wish we could say the same thing about my guys. But again, I'm not going to trash Houston. D'Amico Ryans is doing a stellar job so far. Yeah, they got roughed up in Baltimore. Indy roughed them up in week 2. But with scoring 37 last week, now 30 here against a defense that was considered a top 10, maybe top 5 with the pass rushes they have. Most pass to start an NFL career without an interception. He's at 151. He beat it by a mile. CJ Stroud, you know what? Maybe he'll break that narrative about Ohio State quarterbacks. I hope he does. Hand off Jalen Warren there on 1st and 10. The ball comes loose, and it's going to be a scoop and score! Oh, God, no! No, it's Will Anderson! It's the guy they traded up to 3 for! Oh, dear Jesus! No! I'm not sure if he was down or not. At this point, I don't care. Just count the score. No. It looks like he was down. But still, you know what? Fuck, just let him have it. Just let him have it. Oh, they called it back already. Let him have it. Just let it die. Just let it go. Oh, that would have been beautiful on their part. What if he fumbles it again? Oh, God. I know they took it back, but Tomlin's got to be thinking, what the hell happened here? Cincinnati, same thing. Miami. Well, Miami's playing a great Buffalo team. There was a reason for why they're getting their ass kicked, because Buffalo's good. Cincinnati, you're getting your ass kicked by Tennessee, who hardly has a consistent offense. Derrick Henry just kicked your ass. Jalen Warren first down. Congratulations. Here's your free cookie. Shut up. Houston's kicked our ass. Oh, God. I don't even want to think about Matt Canada. Minnesota won 21-13. Congratulations. You're off the fucking schneid. You should have been 3 weeks ago. Should have beaten Tampa Bay. It's time between the Colts and the Rams. Switch to that game or some shit. Trubisky looks, he throws, pass caught for about a 4-yard gain. Here, let me get a clap. 2-minute warning. Let the clock fucking die. Don't even stop the clock at 2 minutes. Let the clock run. That should be a rule. Oh, good. They switched it. I'm now into the Fox game here between Washington and Philly. It's tied at 24. I'll stay on until the end of this game here because the other game is shit. Oh, God. Still feeling it. What the hell? Look at the score. I was looking at the Tampa Bay score. How did they get the 26-9? Wasn't it like 17-9? I guess they missed an extra point. Oh, they went for 2 and didn't get it. Well, Tampa, you're 3-1. You're atop the NFC South. Well, Jeffrey, your team is actually kicking some ass. Can't say the same thing about us. And Denver won! Denver won the Tank, which means Chicago wins! And guess what? As if the draft started right now, they would know number 1 and 2. Because Carolina lost. Berna! You don't get to make a worst game ever, Vin. Your team came back from 28-7 down to win. I don't even know what the hell. I'm sticking with this Washington-Philly game here. Jalen Hurts, the ball's at the 45. It's 2nd and 8 for Philly. Their own 45, that is. Hurts back. He looks. He's going to fire. The pass is going to be incomplete. Now 3rd and 8. Washington still has 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. There's 2:34 left. Oh, man, he could have gotten that one. Couldn't tell who that was. 13 for Philly. I cannot pronounce that last name. I'm just going to call him Zach. Eventually I'll end this stream. Timeout Philly, or was it a delay of game? No, it looks like a timeout Philly. I'm not even switching back to the Steeler game. They're just, even if they score a touchdown, yeah, whatever. It's like putting a Fred Flintstone's Band-Aid that's about that long on a machete cut from Jason Voorhees. All right, some finals downs here since some of them have gone final. I did pick Carolina beat Minnesota, but because I thought the Vikings were going to Viking this somehow. But they held up, but they didn't pull off the verbs this time. Third and 8 throws. What a throw! What a throw and catch by Zach. That was a big one there. Indy got the ball back. It's 23-23. And they're at their own 35 here. Hey, timeouts. They still got 2. 2-minute warning here with Philly. I'm getting caught up in this game here. It's Chicago. Man. Chicago, you had Denver imploding, and then you pulled off your own implosion. Oh, boy. And it's a final there between Tennessee and Cincinnati. 27-3. The AFC South kicking the AFC North's ass. Woo! Houston kicking our ass. Tennessee kicking Cincinnati's. What was the combined score? 55-9. Oh wait, excuse me, 57-9. Man, I gotta work on my math. 57-9 between those two scores. Cincinnati does not have an offense, and neither do we. Especially if we lost Kenny Pickett for the year, then I know this ain't sponsored, but this last year was brought to you by Aqua Seltzer because I'm gonna fucking need it. God, that gives you third-degree heartburn. Ay, ay, ay. So the Steelers, after today's magnificent performance, in spite of all that, still find themselves in second place in the AFC North due to the head-to-head win over the Cleveland Browns, who are also at 2-2. Cincinnati's rather magnificent performance themselves have led them to a 1-3 start. And Philly gets a first down there. That was to A.J. Brown. as they get closer to field goal range for Jake Elliott, who could definitely kick a long one if he needed to. Right now, it would be about a 51-yard field goal for them. That's more than enough for his range. He's kicked a 62 in that place and won it. A.J. Brown with a very solid day, 7 for 141 here in a tutty. And a run up here, a run to DeAndre Swift. About 5 yards. It's going to make Washington want to burn the timeouts there. That puts it inside 50 yards. I think another first down for Philly. They can just run the clock down to 3 seconds and kick the field goal. And they go home 4-0. Well, for the Steelers next week, they go back home to Heinz Field. I'm not calling it the other one. Fuck off. They go home for their third home game of the year. They got a very grueling task of dealing with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Where in spite of their injuries, and they look at the passes. Oh, nice touchdown to A.J. Brown. Well, he dropped a dime on that one. But I think Washington kind of wanted that, so at least they got time to actually do something themselves. Flag down. That might be a celebration penalty on Philly. But anyway, next week, Steelers are going to have to play the Ravens next week with the spot. Well, this will be for first place in the AFC North at stake here. We'll have to wait and see if Kenny Pickett is going to be available. It doesn't look promising. Again, we have to wait on, an MRI either later today or tomorrow. But, yeah. I'm going to call it here. Houston flat out just took us to the shed and spanked us. I mean, we never really got in this game at all whatsoever. And injury to insult, we might have lost Kenny Pickett. We don't know. We don't know. Hopefully it's not worst case scenario. But anyway, I'll cut it here. Thanks for coming.